Good morning, everyone out there. I am Corinne Braxton. I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. Today is June 24th. Let's see if I can find myself, my iPad. Oh, there we go. Good. Nice, quick. Let me know. When you come on, it takes a few minutes for everyone to find us. When you get on here, tell us what state you're coming from. So I'm happy to have you. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Bozeman, Montana. And it's about 56. I walked with my winter jacket on this morning. It was still in the 40s. It's better than a couple days ago on Saturday. It rained. It was cold, like in the 30s. And good morning, Kelly. Good to see you from Oklahoma. I see there are several of you on, but let us know where you're coming from, okay? Thanks, Kelly. It's supposed to get up to, right now it's about 56 and supposed to get up to 73, so it's beautiful. I think the snow and the cold weather has passed. We had a bit of snow. I cut a lot of flowers because they were saying it was going to get down to 32 or below. But anyway, I don't think it did. It didn't seem to do any damage to the remaining flowers. I have a lot of flowers, so I couldn't cut all. I cut almost all the peonies and a lot of roses. Good morning, Carla from Wisconsin. So it's so nice to see you all here this morning. Let's see if we can find some comments coming up. I can't see them again on my iPad. That is so weird. I can see them on my phone. Good morning, Cheryl from Oklahoma. I'm looking forward to seeing you girls in a couple of weeks for our retreat. So that'll be a lot of fun. I have had a busy weekend, actually. Saturday I did Creativity Now, which is a Stampin' Up event for demonstrators. It was a wonderful event. It was virtual. It was 4 hours long. We got to pre-order some new products from the catalog. When I point the camera down, I'm going to show you the cards that I made. They had 4 projects. I think I made 7 altogether, but it was really a lot of fun. That was the day. It was cold and rainy and a little bit of snow. So it was a good day to be inside. And then on Sunday, I went to church, and then our friend Ann came. We've known Ann since like 1970, so she's up in New York, Ithaca, New York now. She's visiting her kids in Montana right now, some of her kids. So it was fun to have her spend the night Sunday and Monday with us, and that was great. I am going to Wisconsin tomorrow. Good morning, Kathy from beautiful Bozeman is right. I'm going to Wisconsin tomorrow. I'm going to go see my family. My mom is 98 and a half, and my sisters and my brother just moved her. Hi, Stacy from Florida. Thanks for sharing, Stacy. My sisters and brother and my brother-in-laws just moved my mom into a different care center, memory care center. So she's 98 and a half, and she's done really well memory-wise, but she has dementia now. She's had dementia since last July, August. Anyway, so the new place seems much better. At least she's eating the food. Hey, Sue, good to see you. I believe you are one of the drawn prize winners. So since you are on, I'm going to show you all. Last week when I did my craft along, in fact, I still have 2 packages left. So anything with a $60 or more order, I will send you a package of 6 card kits and the gems. So anyway, these are we had 3 names that were drawn. You can choose the Starburst sequence. They're an online exclusive. The adhesive backed hearts. Those were online last year. We still have them. And the 2-tone sparkle dots are online, and they're beautiful. Everything is beautiful. So let's see. The names that were drawn were Sue Somerville. Your name was drawn, so you get to choose. If you know one of those, let me know. Otherwise, I'll do it randomly. And Sue, I don't have your email or your address, your physical mailing address. Another winner was Anne Louise Wolf. Anne, I do have your address. And the other one I don't have is K. Vanderzan. K. Vanderzan. If any of you are watching, please let me know. I need your email and I need to become friends on Facebook so you can message. Thanks, Sue. Thanks for sharing. So these were there were like 20 or 22 people that shared last week. And those people will be, good morning, Levon. Good to see you here today. So those people who shared and their names were drawn, I will send you those gems. I'm going to try to get them out in the mail tomorrow because I leave early in the morning to go to Wisconsin. So that is that. And anyway, so prayers for my mom so she can improve. She's had some chest congestion, and they at the other place they weren't feeding her or giving her water and giving her medicine. So hopefully she'll have better care here. Thanks for sharing, Carla. Thank you everyone for sharing. It's kind of you. Okay, we have some fun projects today. It's so funny because whenever I start preparing for a Facebook Live, I have a slight idea what I want to use. I wanted to use the paper tags. However, they're on back order until almost the end of July. So I decided not to use those. Then I was going to use something else, and then it went on back order. There's a lot on back order due to that wonderful sale that we've had, the 50% off. So I ended up, I thought, well, what is still available for people to order? Anyway, I have a great project today. We are going to be using these little gift bags, these gift bag combo pack. I have loved them. I've ordered tons of them. I ordered more of them because I just think they're really fun. And I think you'll like the projects that we're going to do. They're not cards, but there's also the stamp set that we're going to be using is a sneak peek, and it is a wonderful one. It's called Not 29 Anymore, and you're going to see some great sentiments from this. It's all sentiments. It's coming out July 1st, so it won't be long. Demonstrators can pre-order it, and customers get one. July 1st is when we can order all the new kits and the new online exclusives. Okay, let's turn the camera down. I think I've got everything ready here. And we have one project from the catalog and one project from online exclusives that are current. Okay, let's turn the camera down. Just give me a second here. I've got papers going. Camera down, close your eyes. One reason I have you close your eyes too is I have quite a mess in front of me, which hopefully you can't see too much of. These are the cards that I made this Saturday. It was a really great, we only had a 10-minute break in 4 hours, so it was intense. But and you could do whatever you want. You didn't have to, Anyway, this paper is fantastic. It is coming out in the it's in the Christmas catalog, which comes out in, what month does it? It comes out to demonstrators to pre-order in August and for sale to customers in September. But it is beautiful. Lots of misty moonlight, lots of cloud cover, beautiful dies, beautiful ribbon, gems that are just exquisite. So this is one that, look at this one. This was one of the fun folds they showed us. And then I did another one here, like this. It's just all using the designer paper. And I made one like this using cardstock, the same method. And there's an embossing folder. Hey, Jolene from Minnesota. These are almost all sympathy or heartfelt prayers. It's just a really neat stamp set, and it's got dies. It's got a shape. It's really a nice set. So anyway, that was a really fun Saturday project. I loved it. It was very worth it. It was $35. And then you could order, if you wanted to order the products, you could. That was extra, but it was really nice. It was really well done. This is the 3rd year that they've done this. And remember, we have 50% off. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. Thank you for sharing. This is the last week. Next week, this is over with. This ends on Monday night. Buy one, get one 50% off. Now there is a lot of suites and a lot of bundles are back ordered, and so you will not be able to get them. However, there's still a ton available, and don't forget to look at the last chance list also, because there are suites on there, suites from the online exclusive, suites from the catalog that we just finished. So those are all. You can buy one suite and get the second one half price. It's a bargain. I have ordered a lot. But you have to be careful because let's say once that you decided to order a suite. So let's say you ordered the Impressions ABLOOM suite, or maybe even just the bundle with which you're going to use today. Let's say if you ordered that bundle, it's about $50. If you add in something like an ink pad, then that doesn't make much sense because you would get half off on this. You want to add something in that's of equal value, like the Turtle Awesome. The other bundle we're going to use today is the Turtle Awesome with the designer paper. Then if you paid $50 for this, you might only pay $20 or $25 for this along with the whole thing. So it's a great sale. I cannot tell you enough, but you have to look at your shopping cart because otherwise you might make a mistake. I remember I did that the very first. Every time I've ordered this whole month, I have looked at my cart to adjust. So that's one more week. It's a great sale. I don't know what's coming up in July. I know we'll have some new kits for sure. Okay, the first thing we're going to work on today is a real simple project. It's using the Turtle Cute suite. And I'm not sure what's available, if it's all available. I can't remember. There's quite a long list of things that are going away. Now the stamps that we're using today, I did not use the stamps. They're great. I have used them. This is a card we did last week in my team meeting. Really cute card with it just all made out of the designer paper and the embossing folder. However, I wanted to preview this. I wanted to use this, not 20 more anymore. I think this is the coolest stamp set, and I think that it's going to sell out fast when it's available to order. Next Tuesday is the first day. Is that right? Is it Monday? I don't know. I don't know what July 1st is, what day of the week it is. Anyway, that's what we're using today. And that number is 166182. You cannot buy it now. You have to wait 1 week. So the Turtle Awesome, Turtle Cute is on page 49, 48, 49, 50, and 51. So that's what we're using. These gems are beautiful. The ribbon is gorgeous. The embossing folder is nice. We're not using an embossing folder today. We are using these fantastic, and I wish I use these all the time for treats for my team, for customers who shop with me, and they're really fabulous. They've been around since this winter. I don't remember. They're an online exclusive. They're a pretty good size. You can fit cards in these. You can fit a stack of cards like that and envelopes in there. And the little bag is really nice for little gifts, like maybe a candy treat or a little pair of socks for your grandkid, for, I don't know, who knows what, money, whatever. And the number on this, you get 16 altogether, and the number is, and it's on sale. It's on sale. The number is 164922. Originally, it was $10 for all 16 bags. I thought that was a bargain. Now I think it's $7, but it might even be less. I'm not sure, but it's $7. And actually, it was, I think it's part of a suite too. So I'm not sure if you get a discount or not. Can't remember. Okay, that is that. We're going to use this big one today. We're going to use the small one on the second project. The first one we're going to use the big one. Okay, and this is what we're making. We are making, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Hey, Roz, good to see you. Thank you. Tuesday is the 1st. So next Tuesday will be the day you can order any of the online exclusives. Now, I've got a little note there to myself. Don't put the ribbon around. So this is what we're going to make today. And I sort of made a mistake, and I tied ribbon around it. We're not going to do that because you want to be able to open up your bag. I may cut that off or something. But here's another one I did. This one is going to be for some treats. This one, I love this one. I love this paper. I love the stamp with the little cookie, chocolate chip cookies, sending a little sweetness your way. The plaid paper we have, but they're really good size. They're nice little card bags. That's a project. And that set is an online exclusive. I love that punch. I love everything about that stamp set. And there's a Christmas one to go with it. So I'm going to just set that right there. This is what we're making today. So many candles. Happy birthday. What a cute little thing. You could add a little treat. I'm actually going to take the ribbon off, cut it off, so I can open the bag. I hadn't thought about it. We're just going to put a little knot on there. We're not going to tie a ribbon around. But anyway, that's the first project. So we are going to start with that. And we're using garden green. I don't know. I've been using a lot of garden green. I don't have a lot of green clothes. This is the closest green. It's not garden green by any means, but it is the closest thing I have to green. So I'm going to just put this little piece of vellum over that, hopefully over that, let's see, there's a little delay here. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Yep, maybe that helps. Okay, we're using the Turtle Cute paper. This is sweet. Now I want you to decide, do you want me to use this one or this one? So this is shaded spruce. That's what I used on this one. I used shaded spruce. So maybe we should use the one that has the shaded spruce and the garden green and old olive in it. That's probably what we should do. And then they have all these cute little, like here's one with musicians and baking, birthday. It's just, and you can, some of the die, this one's adventure, hiking. So some of the dies you cut out. I think we'll do that. We're going to use this one that we didn't use before. And there it is. And now you can shop with me right there's my website. And let's see, let's get these circles are from the impressions, and you're going to see me use the two-part one, the impressions ABLOOM. I love this circle. It's sort of like a wide oval, and it's a great die. It's a great set of dies altogether. Okay, so we've got that. This is the DSP. So if you just bought, if you bought one DSP like this DSP, and you bought this DSP, you would get half off on one of them, which they're both $12.50. So you'd get $12.50 on that one and $6.25 on this one. So it's a good deal. So try to group your things like all DSP or all gems or all bundles or all sweets. Okay. So we're going to try to put, on this one, I forgot to stamp the candle flame. So we're going to do that on this one too. So here is our piece. This is going to go on the front of our bag like that. And I might as well just do that and get it out of the way. And then we'll do our stamping. I'm going to just put that there. So this, I just measured the bag and took off 1/4 of an inch. So this designer paper is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And remember, I already have this all typed up. And as soon as the video's over, I will post it. And then you'll be able to see it. But it takes a few minutes. And then it takes a few minutes for me to get on to get everything uploaded to YouTube. So if some of you are I like to watch things on YouTube because you can do it at your own time. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to take our ribbon. So this ribbon is simply gorgeous. It's part of this turtle suite. It is called Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam Ribbon. It's two-sided. It ties beautifully into a bow. You have to sort of finagle with it to get whichever color you want to be on the outside. It ties beautifully. But we're not going to do a bow because this is, I don't know, I guess we could. We'll see. We'll see if we want to use a bow or a knot. I was thinking a knot. But we'll sort of see. We'll decide. You guys can decide for me. Just going to pull that a little tighter, and we can always do that. But it's a great one for sure. Now we're going to do our stamping. We've got I've got a turtle that I've already die cut right there. And the beauty of this, these dies, there are 3 turtle dies, and they cut out 3 different turtles in the designer paper. But look at that arm. That's going to hold something. There's the knot that I have for you. Whoops, sticking to my fingers. We've got a birthday cake, and I have a chef's hat because I think that the turtles look a little bit bald. And we have balloons that can be cut out. I'm not going to do a balloon today, but you can do that. I think it's cute. There's a really sweet turtle. This one is just adorable. This little turtle on his back. You can put a piece of watermelon, or you can put a birthday cake in there. You can put a balloon in his hand. This one, the arms aren't cut out, but it's cute. Real cute. Okay, and let's see what's here. Let's do our stamping. So on this one, I stamped red and green, like that. But we can do all the same. Let's see once. I'm going to get my little foam mat out. Let me get my, whoops, a daisy. Everything's falling. Everything's in front of me here. Where I keep it, I'm going to move this aside. Okay, I'm going to bring this up here. We're going to just scoot that over. Hey, Pam, good to see you today. Okay, let's see what's here. Okay, we're going to do our red birthday greeting first. And let's see where that is. So many candles. So, period, many, period, candles. And as we get older, let's see there really would be a lot of candles. So, just gonna. This is a really long stamp. Isn't that a pretty? You could just leave it like that. But I love this happy birthday. I think it's a great one. We're going to ink that up, stamp that, ink that up, and just put that. This is going to become a go-to birthday stamp. I think it's just a great set. And now we're going to do our we'll just start with the red. I'm going to start right in the middle. And I'm going to do a little on the edge here. A little bit right there. I'm going to clean it on my chamois next to me there. And bring in my garden green. And now we're going to ink up the candles in garden green. These bags, I don't know, I have made so many of them, but I can't keep them here because I always put things in them, and then I give them away and I don't have any to display. But they're good. Now there's also a single candle. I didn't use it this time, but now we're going to use the flames. Let's see if how we can do on that one. This is Daffodil Delight. Daffodil Delight. Let's see I'm going to have to get right over, get it upside down. And they're just made to There's just a little, I didn't want to put it on the other one. I think I have it upside down. There we go. There we are. This one I forgot to do this on. I guess I could probably still do that. I was thinking it was too lumpy, and it sort of is, but I think it's okay. We'll just do that real fast. There. Now it's done. We don't have to worry about it. Now I got yellow on the chef's hat. Well, I'll just have to sponge a little bit more yellow on there. Okay, but that's done and out of the way. So what we can do now, close up our ink pads and just put the rest of the card together. So we've got this, and where's our bag? Okay, I'm not going to put my ribbon around because then the ribbon holds it tight. So I'm going to open this up and slide it out of there. It's actually, I'm going to have to cut it out. But see, now the bag will open like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut it because I can't slide. It's got dimensionals back there, so I'll just cut it out of there. And now it's going to slide. Now I can always just tie a bow or something with that. There we go. And that's all done. Now, do you think we should use the bow, or should we use the knot on this one? You tell me, bow or not? Bow or not? Let's just put the rest of this together. You're going to decide whether it's the bow. I don't know where we're going to put these things, but we'll decide. We'll find a place because I think they're pretty neat. Thank you for sharing, Pam. So we're going to set that on there like that. And there we go. Now we're going to take our turtle. We're going to cover up some of these candles. Well, first of all, I'm going to take the chef's hat. I do want to put this on with a glue dot. I have my glue dots here. Let's see what one's here. I'm going to just put a glue dot on his head, and then I'm going to just fit his hat right onto that, like I'm going to cover up his eyebrows like that. And there we go. And this is going to be loose for the cake. So I'm going to put, just going to wait until I put the dimensionals on, and then I'll slip the cake in there. This is the cutest little set. Now we did, when I went to On Stage in Raleigh this spring, we did, this was an evening project, not this one, but we got the paper, and anyway, you know, it was okay. I didn't love it, but I loved things that we've made or I've seen since then. We were missing so much at the time, so we didn't have, it wasn't very complete, but it was still a fun evening with friends. So anyway, here we go. And now we've got all these dimensionals on it. His arm is still loose. I don't want to cover up any of these words, so I'm going to sort of put it down a little bit lower like this. It doesn't make, you know, it's not going to go in an envelope. I've got a dimensional on the cake. I die cut that with my dies. And here we have the cake, the chef, the cake. And now we just need to put either a bow or a knot on it. So what do you think? Let's see what you say. I have no idea why the last 2 weeks we can't see comments on the, Roz says the knot. Let's see, what else do we have? I think we're gonna do the knot. I think we could either do the knot right there, I think, to balance it. I think that would be good. Let's do that. We could also put the bow, but it's a little big. Could do the bow up here. I think the bow would be okay up there, but I think we'll use the knot. I think it's just better. So, let me see. I've got these are I haven't rewound these. I like to rewind them so they're on the outside. I haven't yet. So we'll just leave them for now. And They used to come on the outside. Now for the last couple of years, they've been on the inside. I'm sure they're all manufactured. It's something about manufacturing that makes it easier, I think. So, I don't know. They don't, people, they're made by some company, I'm not sure, but Stampin' Up! Sells them. Okay, there's our bow, or not, rather. I think that's good. I'm going to press it down really hard. And our card is just about finished. We're going to put some gems on. These wonderful hexagon gems. I love them. They are shades of green, and they really are. They're shaded spruce. They're sort of a lighter shaded spruce, and then there's sort of a lemon lime almost. Let me see, where's my, and I'm going to use the, the darkest ones. I'm going to use 3 of those. I'm trying to keep them all the same direction. You know, a hexagon has all these sides that, there, maybe that one's not quite the right spot. There we go. We could, oh, I think, you know what, this would have been great. This one would have been, this lighter, almost lemon lime would have been good. That would have been really pretty, but we're going to use that one on the next one. So I think I'll just wait. We're going to use that color on the next card. And so there is our card. And which do you like better? Do you like the shaded spruce or the old olive? Shaded spruce or old olive? Which one is your favorite? Remember, these ovals are die cut from the Impressions ABLOOM. Great, great set for sure. Used it. I have 2 of them, so I've used it a lot. So now I have 2 little treat bags ready to go. Again, here's the stamp coming up next week. Sneak peek, not 29 anymore. And boy, that's for sure, huh? We're so many candles, and we're going to do happy birthday. The next one, we're going to do a different sentiment, but it's a great set for sure. Okay, which one is your favorite? Oh, thank you, Stacy. Old olive, she said. Shaded spruce. Thank you, Carla, for sharing. Spruce, Denise. Hey, Denise, good to see you. Okay, so that project is done. The second one is one of my favorite kind of projects. We're going to be using the Floral Impressions paper, this paper. But you know what, I'm going to have to get a drink first. So this Floral Impressions, shaded spruce, okay. I know I talk fast. Okay, this project, well, I did a video maybe a year ago, I'm not sure when. This is, this was something I made from a class, a retreat for demonstrators that I did with Amy. Hey, Phyllis, good to see you. Amy Combs is a fantastic demonstrator out in Southern California. She's a $1 Million Achiever. And she designed this cute little 2-envelope project. And I made this, and I loved it. And then I made this one. So if you go back on YouTube, you can find my video. I should have looked to find out when it was. So it's got a card and, you know, just something. I left it blank. I did save, I made a couple of these, but I think we did it in class. I can't remember. And it has a tag. And then it has some stamping. And it just is such a fun project. And we're going to make this today. So we're not going to make this one because I already made it for a class or a thing. We're going to make a different one. So this is what we are making. So it's 2 envelopes. You're going to see how fun and easy this is. So here's the card. You can stick all kinds of fun things in these. Oops. Now, I also did I did one where I put a ribbon on, but then I wanted to put a ribbon. I thought it was too much to have all these ribbons. I don't know, maybe it's not. And then I put a ribbon on this one. I don't know about you, but I feel like you're not 29 anymore. And this one says, let's get this party started so I can be home by 9. Now that's a good one for my husband because 8 o'clock he likes to leave and go home and he likes to go to bed early. So these are projects that you can, you can gift them and you can put little treats in here. So eraser kind of thing, like a little eraser. You could put that in there. You can put a nail file. You can just tuck it filled with, well, you wouldn't do that, but, you can fill it with all kinds of things. So I should have shown you the popcorn one we did a couple weeks ago with the bags, too. Maybe I did show you that. I'm not sure. And I put a package of popcorn in. Anyway, this is what we're making today. So it's not hard. Not hard. It looks a little daunting, but it's not. It's easy. Easy as can be. Just remember all my directions will be, they're already typed up. All I have to do, it looks like I didn't write these down. But anyway, it's not hard. So we have a label that is, the dies cut one that's slightly larger than the other. And so they fit together like this. And that's sort of fun. And then we've got some, this is just a regular 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one is 1/4 inch smaller, 3 3/4 by 5. So that's what we're going to do our writing or stamping on. And then we have our pieces. I have this. This is all that paper from, what's it called? Floral Impressions. Floral, I knew it was Impressions something. Floral Impressions. The large one is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, small 3 1/4. And then we have a long strip. It's 2 3/4 by 12. So we're using that. And this is what we do. So we're going to be, we're going to take these 2 bags, so the little one, and we're going to have both of them facing so that the pocket part like this comes up, and then they're going to be glued together right at the seam. But first I'm just going to insert now the first time I did this, I did not, I decorated it later, but I'm going to do it now before we start gluing everything to the final part together. So I'm going to put this on here. I just measured, they're slightly different. 3 1/4 by 2 inches. So that one's done. And then the large one goes on here. There's the pool party side. We're not going to use that side this time. I love that side though. The reasoning for the different colors here is I'm doing a class and I didn't, this is the only paper that I hadn't used. So, okay. Whoops, if I caught that or not. Oops, we want to keep that just a little bit underneath there. It's 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. We'll take that right there. And I'm going to put that over there. Don't need that anymore. And then this is going to go on here like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Seal Plus, my heavy duty. You could use your tear tape. That's good too. And I'm going to you want this seam and that seam to line up. So what I'm going to do is just add some Seal Plus toward the bottom like that. And now I'm going to line this up. So it looks like this. There we go. And now we're going to and see this all opens up like this. You can open it up. And this opens up. We're going to actually tie. This one's going to open up. This one can open up. You can put quite a bit in here. So now this is going to go, I don't want to put this too terribly tight, but not too loose, but I want to be able to, because this is going to restrict your envelope, just like that ribbon did before. So this long strip It's like multicolored ombre almost. 2 3/4 by 12. And it's going to fit right over here. It's going to hide those seams. I just sort of bent it already. Fold it like that. And I'm going to just loosely put some seal on there. You can cut it shorter. It doesn't have to be this length. You really don't need all 12 inches. I'm just doing that because I'm a little bit lazy that way. I don't want to have to, measure. I mean, you might as well, but you're just conserving a little bit of paper. So now we've got the seam going like that. It's not too tight. We can still put things in our pockets. Let's put our ribbon around. This time I'm going to use the reverse of this shaded spruce. Isn't that pretty? So this is like the seafoam side. And I'm going to, this time I want to have my seam right in the middle. It's going to get covered up by my label. So I'm going to just snip this up with my scissor charm. This is my ribbon scissors. And this is just going to go right here. This is all going to get hidden by the label. So I just want to put it right there. I just want to get it sort of right there in the middle. Use my seal. It holds it down. Use a little bit more seal. And it's going to get held down by the dimensionals too. So there we have it so far. Put that aside. Now we're going to do our stamping. And we have all kinds of stamping to do. So we've got to do a little piece. I'm going to set this aside. Bring in my, my little piercing mat. Got this to stamp on. We have to stamp on that. We have to stamp on this. Those are all the things. I already have a gold piece die cut with. This is all made from that beautiful textured notes. I use it just about every single day. It's so great. And then we've got some little flowers that I'm going to add. And so let's see what's here. We don't need all of this. I have extras here. So we're going to do our this one first. One that just says happy birthday. Let's get our garden green out again. This uses garden green. Happy birthday. I'm going to take that Darling Duckling as the color. Oops, wrong piece here. We don't need to stamp on that. We're going to stamp, that's the Darling Duckling, and then this is the white. This one's the smaller of the two. 3 3/4 by 5. That shaded spruce is really nice, isn't it? Oh, it's so pretty. You know what, I think I was supposed to stamp it in garden green. Well, I think we're going to stick with shaded spruce. And we'll just do that. There's no right or wrong. We'll set that right there. And this is going to be, the other one I did, let's get this party started so I can be home by 9 o'clock. We could do older but still cool. I think we'll do that one. So we've got, let's get this party started so I can be home by 9. We'll maybe do that on the other part. I think we'll do that on the oval. Older, but still cool. I thought I picked up garden green, but I picked up the shaded spruce, but it won't make any difference. All these colors are in there. And let's see what's, okay, we've got that going. And now we got to take our oval. And our oval is going to be right there. And let's get this party started. I'm going to ink it up really well. I'm going to put this one at the bottom, like that. How do you like this stamp set? Isn't it fun? I got a little ink right there. I think it'll be okay. I can maybe erase it in a minute when it's a little drier. I love this. This would be perfect for my husband. His birthday's not until March, but it is so him. He likes to be the first to leave. Okay, now let's put this on. This is just like about 1/8 of an inch different. Like that. And I think we're going to put our ribbon on. We're going to do that. We have some new punches. These are online exclusive. There's also a hole, a round hole. But I like these slots. You get all 3 of these. I don't know what it's called. But we're going to use that to punch a slot. It's a great set. Leaves a little hole like that for the ribbon. I like a slide, one to slide. And then we can just take our ribbon and go like this. We're going to, let's see, take our ribbon scissors. I have a big ribbon scissors, which is my preference, but I don't, it must be over in my standing station. Now I'm going to take both of these, and then I'm going to take the ends. This is a 1/2 hitch. I'm going to put the ends in through the back like that, and then I'm going to loop it through. The tails are going to go through the loop like that, and then we've got that nice knot. Almost looks like a man's tie. There we go. And that's going to go in our pocket like this. Okay, and then this is going to, what do you think? Do you think, I don't think it needs ribbon on this one. I think we have enough ribbon on the card. There we go. And there's your card that goes inside to say happy birthday to someone. Like that. And then we've got one more to put on, and that's this. The older, but still pretty cool. I am going to use my Heavy Duty Seal Plus just because it, on the foil, it's always better to use, I think, use either dimensionals or good, really heavy adhesive. Older, but still cool. And now we're going to put some dimensionals on here. I'm just going to use a foam sheet. Let's see, that one's a little bit wide, but it'll still work. We're just going to cut it down a little bit. That'll be good. My little dish of foam adhesive sheets. Instead of using 5 or 6 small ones, I like to use a bigger one. So there we go. And now we are going to decorate with some gems. These pretty hexagons. And I have some, if you watched me last week, I showed you how to use this really cool set with Extraordinary Flora. It is back ordered, I believe. I'm not sure. I can't remember. One thing is back ordered of it. It's probably the dies. But these dies are spectacular. The washi tape will last a lifetime. It's $15 for a huge roll. Anyway, I hadn't used, remember I used the watermelon color and I used the purple color flower, but I didn't use that one. It's almost like wild wheat. So we're going to use those. I've got a whole bag. I love these. Love these to pieces. This is a great set. I can't imagine why in the world, in the beginning when I first saw it, I thought I didn't want it. And then I did want it. It's really a good one. So I already have this whole bag. I actually keep them in a little dish when I'm working. So I'm going to put it on like this, and then I'm going to add some glue dots. I've got 2 more that are like this with that wild wheat, and it's almost sea foamy. I'm not sure what it is. This really bugs me when they're on the inside like that, but I'm going to have to re-roll them. Kathy, you are always good about re-rolling my glue dots for me when I haven't done that in the past. I have to have you come over and do that. Anyway, there we're going to put one like this, and you could use your liquid glue too. I think I better add another one of those. They're pretty heavy, these little, because it's got the washi tape and then a layer of white, so they're nice. We've got that popped up, so there we go. And isn't that pretty? I love this project. Now we're going to put some gems on these hexagon. We're going to use this seafoamy color. Well, I don't know. You could use just any of the colors you could use really easily, I think. Let's see if we want to use the big one. I think we'll use the big one right there. No. Let's see. Maybe we use the big one right there on the end. You could put a little twine, but I think we'll use the smaller ones, the medium-sized ones here on this part, like that. There you go. It's all finished. That project is finished, and I think it's just, it's a little, this one's just the opposite of, I did this one differently. So here's the first one I made, and this one is the opposite. So I've got the same designer paper. Oh, I'm a little close. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. You probably missed half of what I was showing you. So this one has the same designer paper. Then it's yellow here. That's the Darling Duckling. And the yellow here, just the opposite. So which do you like better? This one or this one? The left or the right? Which is your favorite? I think it's really, I love that saying. I just think it's a great set of stamps. Let's see what I did not use. Here's to another year of questionable decisions. It's all fun and game until your metabolism slows down. I don't know about you, but I feel like you're not 29 anymore. So there we have it. And then these were the projects that we did with just the single large bag. So those bags, remember, they're on sale right now. I don't know how long they last. I think I bought about 6 or 7, 8 packages of them the other day. So it's the gift combo bag. You can just type it in the little question mark on your Stampin' Up site. The number is 164922. And I think they're $7 for 16 bags. They used to be 10. I think that's the price. So it's a great set. Let's see what else you have to, thank you, everyone. Now let's turn the camera back. Close your eyes. There we go. Okay. Now remember, I did give away some prizes. I know that I have Anne Louise Wolf. You were a winner. Sue Somerville. You were a winner, and I don't have your address or your email, so please send that. And the other winner was Kay Vanderzand. I'm not sure if you were on YouTube or on Facebook. So if any of you see those, please message me and let me know, because I gave away these 3 packs of gems. I will be sending those hopefully out in the mail tomorrow, or putting me in the mail today if I can. So that's it. And I will hopefully see you next week, if God willing, everything goes well. And I don't know, I have any idea what we'll do next week. But remember, 50% off on the sweets ends next Monday, so please do that. I have 2 kits left from last week's craft along, so if you place an order with me, I will send you those kits. They're really good ones, so all those little flowers are cut for you. Everything is embossed. All you have to do is place an order with me. So that's corinscrafts.stampingup.net. And I am off. I've got a lot to do today. I have to pack and get ready. And I have several appointments, chiropractor, and another appointment after that. So I will see you. Hopefully I get it all done before tomorrow morning. And I will see you next Tuesday. That will be July 1st. Next week, July 1st. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great crafting day. Bye-bye.